Okay, interesting podcast. Let's see what we have.
Yeah.
Top 10 finishing moves in WWE.
WatchMojo. They do top,
These bad boys. Welcome to
top things for
WatchMojo.com,
everyone.
and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 finishing moves in WWE history.
I want to see
Before
which
you
ones
we
are
publish
they
new content
including in their
every
list.
day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. We'll be looking at the most impactful, exciting finishers used by wrestlers under the banner of World Wrestling Entertainment. Our main focus for today
I hope
is
they
going
have
to be how
Suplex City.
iconic they are, so
Mentioned there.
sorry if we didn't include quite so many recently.
No, I think it's going to be just finishing moves.
The move
What's
probably used by Seth Rollins has a
Storm.
Suplex City is
Storm.
more of a starting move
due to its
for Lesnar.
name and visual
His F5 is
brutality.
a finishing.
Reportedly, Vince McMahon
I find this one very stupid.
something
Ah,
they
it's like,
wanted a
okay.
main event star like Rollins to use, given the company's history with
This is like 619,
Thankfully, they
except
recently brought
without
the
ropes.
It's all
and it's
how about
being
the
used by
concussions? So
Seth
the
Rollins once
Yeah.
again. So get ready to
Vince
see a
McMahon
whole
and
lot
his
more
safe.
faces stomp into the ground.
And the worst I feel is that Superman punch.
Oh, that is waste. What is his like bending over? No, tush tush is knocking
Also helped earn our boy Rollins a few
like a
wins
shotgun and
too.
his punches.
Yet the
Like what?
Facebuster has a long and storied
But this one actually hurts.
This was
Yeah.
I've actually broken somebody's skull using this.
Oh wow.
I'll edit this out.
Down the likes of The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and countless others over the years, and used by
Yeah,
two
so that was during childhood, and
That's Roman
like,
Reigns.
we are good friends now.
as one of
Okay.
the all-time
He had
greats.
some blood loss.
Number 8,
but
shit.
Styles Clash. AJ Styles'
He's
unique
okay.
maneuver is a belly-to-back inverted.
This looks very cool, but it's very complicated.
That's very complicated.
it's very tough also.
Though not
Yes.
created by Styles, the move was popularized by his use, and the act of moving his legs around
Yeah,
the
nothing as
opponent's
easy as
arms to
like
secure
you hold
a
the
pin
guy's neck
was
and you
a
fall
touch
down. That's
added
it.
by
Stone Cold
AJ.
Stunner.
The move can be
This
more
is like, oh, you
dangerous
set
than
him
many
up,
typical
ऐसे
wrestling
करना है, आगे
moves.
करना है,
While
और
most
practice
moves
करो.
I think
require wrestlers to
if
tuck their
you're
chins
talking
down,
about simplicity, I
Styles Clash
think
requires them to move their heads back.
I'll bring it up when it comes. I'm sure like one of them
Dangerous
at least will be in the
move has
top 10.
such a unique look and impactful use,
And I think
that it's one
top
of the
one
most
should be
well-protected
F5
figures in
for me.
wrestling today.
F5 will be there.
Number 7, figure 4 leg lock. A
Figure 4 leg
classic
lock.
submission move that
I still don't know why this one hurts.
wrestling
Like,
and
We'll
I
have
used to
to-
practice
we'll have to
this
put
on
it-
my
we'll
cousins.
have to put it
It
on.
actually hurts. It actually hurts. I tried that when I was a
Are you
kid
sure?
with my brother. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts in your leg actually. You know that.
Charles. Charlotte
No, I've tried
Like
this.
bending the
It
knee in a
never
different
hurt.
way.
My cousin used to laugh at me. What are you
Not really
doing?
sure if that handstand actually adds more pressure. Looks cool
It
though.
just looks like something
Insists wrapping
complicated,
the
but
opponent's legs
it does
around
not actually
the ring,
hurt.
applying
No,
leg
but
Can
your
you
leg
see
actually gets
anywhere like
twist.
where the pressure is being applied?
through pinfall if one is able to get their opponent
It
shot.
happens. It happens. I
I mean,
heard
it's a very
my
famous
leg.
one. It's,
Yeah.
Intended for submission holds.
No, it is very famous. Like almost everyone
Number
uses
6,
this, but then
spear. The spear,
Spear.
is a devastating
Ah.
technique known for its high impact and ability to come suddenly.
But Spear was never his. It was always Goldberg and Edge. No?
Used by the likes of Edge,
Goldberg in WCW and Edge in
Bobby
WWE.
Lashley and Roman Reigns, the spear
Edge
has
made it more
historically
famous.
been a fairly well-protected finisher, unless you're Brock Lesnar. The ease of setup for the move can often lead to high octane.
I was about to talk about Spear.
are able to
Bobby
end
Lashley.
matches
Oh,
in the blink
another
of an
beast.
eye. The charging shoulder block is
No,
a
that was I think this guy.
move iconically seen in use by some of the biggest and best
Bobby Lashley doesn't do a spear, I think.
to a great
he just they just showed
Goldberg,
they had a
Edge.
caption.
Number 5,
Roman Reigns.
bottom.
3
Rock
people would do
bottom.
that.
Now,
Oh.
one of the most successful and
This also doesn't hurt.
time.
Ah, this is like
Popularity
okay.
of the People's
But the step was
And-
good. You know that rock bottom.
Haha, it's
Very cool looking. Eh?
It
It's
looks
like,
good,
It looks good,
but
yeah.
I mean, it just looks like another move, that's it.
Yeah.
To a T.
This is like a simpler version of choke slam,
A
right?
larger than life finisher, and The Rock seems to agree, even opting to use
Minus like the.
minus holding the neck.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that we'll see the iconic move put to use in a
I used to always think that it hurts when they fall down, but in choke slam it actually hurts when they lift you by the neck.
RKO. Randy Orton's
That's all
jumping
synchronized.
yeah.
You should see
has
in
gained
This is
slow
the
mo, they're
simplest
just
one.
jumping
as a
along with
meme.
them and all that
Hopefully
stuff.
you
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, of
understood
course.
the track
Right
you
now we
can
do
use
all
on the
that,
finisher,
but
as it
at that
still
time it was
stands
like,
up
you
as a
know,
devastating move used by the Viper.
we should do it on
Similar
swimming
to the
pools. It's like
spear,
choke
But
slam.
you say,
Which is
na,
what
out of
this
nowhere,
RKO,
carries
Yeah,
he
it's
does
simple,
RKO from
man.
any place.
Yeah,
RKO, I have
Orton's
animations,
become
memes
so
yeah,
about
so many
anywhere,
memes, man.
that it is
anything
almost
Anything.
is
Just come from
superb.
anywhere.
It is
featuring it.
superb.
In his long
Yeah.
Whoever has done
career,
But
those
then this
animations.
is yeah, but this is very simple to do, man.
it still stands tall.
That is why it's like possible from anywhere.
Number 3,
See?
Sweet Chin Music.
It's a Stone Cold
Shawn Michaels'
types move
legendary
anyway.
super kick
It's a Stone Cold stunner
displays
from
the
anywhere.
showmanship and
This must be hurting, not people.
wrestling throughout his
He's
career.
actually using, kicking on your face.
Yeah.
But they actually like pull back at the last second. So
What is, if you really break it down,
unless like you're very unlucky and you just happen to be at the wrong time,
Right,
you
right.
see like him making the face before he's even
signature
kicked.
sound of contact takes the impact to another level. There are a
So
few
this
things
is what
wrestling
is actually paying these people, right? The ability to sell these moves.
delivered by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
It's all about
Michaels.
selling, correct?
Yeah.
Number 2,
See this? Jada lag gaya.
Yeah.
The
This one sucks, man.
Oh.
This does not actually
This
hit
is
the
show
ground
off.
also.
This is more of
Yeah.
The
a show
use of the
boating.
pile
Oh,
driver
I have to
is
finish the
banned
match.
from much of
Yeah.
the wrestling
You know,
You
pile
do your-
driver was actually converted to
The neck
tombstone.
thing,
Yeah.
you know, I'm
including the Phenom. The added
And then
theatrics
doing all of
delivered
this. This
by
is
The
all-
Undertaker, along with the
And
very
if
real
you've like
possibility
followed
of being
AEW,
made
they actually have brought the pile driver back.
moves in
Like some of those
Oh.
people, they hit pile drivers, actual pile drivers, not
actual
this
pile
fake
driver.
one. Yeah,
Oh,
not
what?
this fake one.
Okay, okay.
Undertaker as a
Yeah.
legend
These are the
is
new,
finisher
the knee
is one
ones.
of the
After
most highly
Owen
regarded
Hart, I
in
think
the company, even
Stone
today.
Cold did to Owen Hart or
Number
something like that.
1, Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah.
The
Texas
Stunner is number 1.
Rattlesnake's
Ah.
finisher is the greatest anti-authority
Cool.
symbol used in
The
wrestling.
best part of this was
The move,
kicking
technically
the
a
person in
sit-out
the
three-quarter
stomach, so
face-lock
he
jawbreaker,
has to,
was used by Steve
bend
Austin throughout
forward,
his
so you
career
get the
in
neck
some of the most
axis.
memorable and famous moments.
You know,
And-
the funny part is,
The
This is Donald
There's-
Trump.
stand taking
Oh,
the
Trump,
Yeah.
yeah.
stunner from Steve Austin is
the
one
funny
of
part is that F5 didn't make it.
iconic moments of the entire
Ah.
Attitude Era. Austin is still incredibly popular with fans.
I was actually thinking that it will be top.
And crowd chants, and his signature
The best was
finisher is often
Stunner was you
used
can
by
give to
other
anybody.
wrestlers as
He's a
tribute
friend,
to
he's a foe,
retired
he's
legends.
anybody, he's anybody. You
Do you agree with our
just get
picks?
it.
Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo.
Wow.
Subscribe.
Adults notice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, good stuff. Good old moves.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm surprised. Like, even Attitude, it just meant like, one of the most famous moves of all time that didn't make it
It's,
to
it's
the
up to
list.
these editors to kind of figure
Yeah.
out which ones they like. We can always
Yeah.
make one. We'll have to compile it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
F5
say
किधर
the-
गया यार? F5
Yeah,
was
yeah.
supposed
See,
to be there, yeah.
he's also complaining about the same thing.
No.
So
F5 should have
Suplex
been
City is
there.
not technically a finishing move, but
move,
it's a deterioration move. You do those
4-5 times in your
four
day.
5 times, or if you're Cena, you get it 10 times, and then
No.
you're gone, you're drained. You're like, why did I come for this match? Why
No,
do
no,
I exist?
there was a match between John Cena and Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
where Brock Lesnar has around given 6 or 8 F5s to John Cena
Wow.
for a title match.
F5s.
F5s.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like
So
he
that
was
just,
tired. He actually came back for his championship belt, and that was for the world title, and he actually won. Like Brock Lesnar, hands down, he won. But that was very bad beating which John Cena got. Very, very bad.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I was mentioning, F5 should have made the list. And Suplex City, AEW has a wrestler called Wardlow. He has a powerbomb symphony.
He is.
Yeah.
He-
So what he
it
does
is
is
crazy.
basically he does the same thing that Brock Lesnar does with suplexes, only with power bombs. So he
But
keeps
he has
power
counted the
bombing a
number of power
person.
bombs.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, sometimes.
Yeah,
Huh.
Even
it's
10, I think.
huge.
And it's actually cool because the crowd also like jumps into that celebration and they basically do an action. If you want to do a quick comparison between those two moves, it's gonna be amazing.
But that character, na, Wardlow is also something like, he doesn't have too many moves. He has got limited moves, but they are quite strong. He's a
Yeah.
big,
Power.
huge guy.
power bomb is like
Huh.
what all what he does.
Yes. Power bomb. Yes.
We'll do that MGF
Yes.
story and like how Wardlow came about. That would be interesting as well.
Yes.
Hmm.
Usme, there's one more guy, na, that who's that guy? He's there with Sting. He's got, half of his face is painted.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
His
Who
Abhishek is
name,
joined
doing.
Punk? Who joined Punk, right?
Darby Allen. Darby Allen.
Darby
Yeah,
Allen. He
Darby.
was actually
Darby Allen.
Punk's first
Yes.
opponent in AEW.
Huh.
Hmm.
This guy Darby Allen, na, he's also quite, quite unique. He's not, quite muscular. He's, like slim, trim, but that kind of technical guy, technical and kind of, daredevil kind of person.
He
Uh,
would run through fire, man. He's one of those like
Wow. Hmm.
how Jeff
uh,
Hardy used to be when
Hmm.
he was
oh,
basically like a kid.
Hmm.
Jeff Hardy was good, very
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
We
So
used to actually
he's
like
similar.
that guy. They used to come with the face paint and dance. The
Yeah,
typical
yeah,
way he
Glow
used to
in
come to
dark.
the stage, glow in dark. Yes,
yeah.
but
And
those were the days. Like the kind
correct.
of matches which were there.
TLC
Yeah.
matches, right? Amazing.
Table,
TLC,
ladders, and chess.
TLC with the Dudley Boys. And
Yeah.
that was fun, entertaining, comedy.
TLC,
Huh.
yeah, TLC with Hardy Boys, Asian Christian, and Dudley Boys. Like
And
that
there used to
was
be this
the
dialogue, right?
yeah,
Devon, get the table.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was Babare always saying, Devon, get the table.
Get the tables.
And
Yeah,
get the tables. Then one table, two tables, sometimes three tables were kept on each other.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, seen
the
those.
chemistry in those matches were like amazing. Like
Entertaining, first of its kind. And then later on, it's like, okay, we have seen all of that. They have done all the kind of stunts that it can do. And those guys innovated. And then later on, they went for safety route, they went public. And then, they couldn't do much damage. Then this guy, um, what those Big E, and then that other guy.
They made it very cartoonish, man.
They made it
Kingston.
cartoonish. Kingston,
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi
He,
Kingston.
he did
Have
that
you
thing.
seen his Royal Rumble antics?
Every Royal Rumble, he has
Every.
something or the other.
He innovates something.
He's like the Tiger Shroff of WWE. He's like, does something, some other stunts. Is like, oh, my leg are not here. He's on the
I
edge
still
of
fail
the
to
viewer
understand.
wala border. He's jumping over there. Then he comes on the steps. Then he comes over there and he survived. He never wins. He won once, I
He
think.
never wins.
Yeah, he won't win.
But why did he make him a champion? He was a world champion.
Because it was like so
what was
fans
the trying to
sometimes
promote?
they demand certain moments
Hmm.
and WWE grants them. So Daniel Bryan also had like a similar moment
Oh,
sometime
the
back.
yes movement.
But Daniel
yeah.
Bryan is quite technical, kind.
Oh,
The
Even
kind of
Kofi Kingston is like a decent
huh.
wrestler, but he
He's a
just
decent
doesn't
wrestler,
have like the looks for like being a top guy.
hmm, hmm.
I
There was a
think
time where even this guy was a champion, or for some time Miz.
Miz
was a champion. Miz
was
was a world
always a
champion.
comedy. Miz
Yeah.
he
He was
cannot be
he-
ever taken seriously.
He
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
world champion once.
He can do whatever
because
he
of
can.
like his face, right? And
His
then
face and his MTV background of being in live TV and all that. Then he went against this guy, right? Who's a tall big guy boxing, and he came in WrestleMania also now.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. They both did a match in WrestleMania this year.
and he got beaten again.
But now one thing now, Logan Paul has got a match with Roman Reigns in Crown Jewel on 5th
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
They
just
both have got a
pulling
match.
in Logan Paul fans to wrestling, and
Correct.
he'll be because his audience is comparatively much younger than what WWE
That's
currently
subscriber
has.
importing.
Yeah.
That's
So that's what they're aiming, like bring in reality stars and
bring those
these sort of
basketball
YouTubers
fellows and
So-
boxing fellows.
Basketball fellow is there in AEW by the name Satnam Singh. He's an
Yeah.
Indian guy, Satnam Singh, who
Oh.
was their
Yeah.
basketball player, and right now he's there in AEW.
Okay.
yeah.
And there's also
But-
one more guy, Indian guy, Sonjay Dutt.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
these
His name
guys,
is Sonjay,
the-
Sonjay, Sonjay Dutt.
Yeah.
these guys are
Yeah.
still very racist when it comes to Indian wrestlers. They'll give them those sort of gimmicks like snake charmer or maybe that
they actually do
Indian
this.
music that they cannot have
But
like
they
a
gave
proper
this guy a
US
good
accent.
a good
Yeah.
run. The WWE top fellow,
Modern
right?
Maharaja.
Yeah, the Maharaja guy.
And he was really bad at it. Like
He
he
was-
was, taking steroids and stuff like
Oh,
that
the
for
veins popping
his,
out
yeah.
it's like
He used to be a
Sardarji.
very small, like, in terms of the other wrestlers, he used to be a very regular looking guy, not like up to the caliber of these beasts
He
which
went
are
Lex
there.
Lugerish very
He
quickly.
went like that, and like, he ruined his body actually, like in that process. And obviously, he didn't get anything beyond that small championship run that was there. And I think he was only promoted because they were bringing some of the wrestlers to India. So he
Yes.
was just, champion for
The
that
actually
duration.
market was India at that point of time. They were, doing a promotional event in India also.
But he
Yeah.
was
When
he was
this
holding the belt for a
launch
year
was.
or two, I think,
So
for a good time. Then suddenly he vanished.
Yeah.
So
Just
funny
come.
story. We had tickets to that show. Like one of my friends, he gets free passes for such events. He, offered me two, three tickets that I could take my friends along. So on the call, since I didn't have the tickets physically, so he just communicated that be there by 8 p.m. So okay, we went, we left at like 6:37 in the hope that we want to reach there by 8 p.m. before 8 p.m. But as soon as we reached, the show was getting over because he had miscommunicated the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so
bad.
that I was this close to watching these wrestlers live, and like the good ones. Like I think it was the A-listers this time that they brought. Other times, like in the
They got
past,
good
they used
wrestlers.
to, yeah. Other times in the past, they used to bring the B category wrestlers, like who were not popular, and like just for the sake of like having an event in India. So the
Okay,
last time
okay,
when they were here, it was like all A-listers, but I just missed it because of my friend's poor timing.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, next time then.
yeah.
I think so. They
No,
will
no,
come to
no.
India
So
next year. Next year, they should be coming to India.
as long as they're going to promote this guy as like the champion, I'm
Yeah, but
done with wrestling.
he's not in the roster. I didn't see him much in any
Who?
major events.
No, he's
Roman
not there in
Reigns?
major. No. Modern day Maharaja. Jinder
No, no,
Mahal.
no. As
Jinder
long
Mahal.
as
This
I
guy.
was talking about Roman Reigns, as long as he's their
Huh.
champion and he's their tribal chief and whatever crap name they're calling him nowadays,
Actually, Roman Reigns
I'm
should
not
now
gonna watch
lose now.
this.
This it's actually too much of time now. For 2 years he's a champion.
Yeah.
He has got some good matches with this Drew McIntyre, the Scottish guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
He's got some good matches, but again, because of the Usos coming in between and some other guy coming in between,
They
he
lost.
loses. Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost.
This is my second
That's
best
why.
referee, the guy who has good
Long
shampooed
hair.
hair. Shampooed hair.
Uh,
He reacts to every kick, and his neck you'll see always reacting. So he's always fun to watch. He's very energetic and enthusiastic.
Agile.
Yeah. I don't know his name, but he's always there. Sometimes comes running. Small guy.
I used to like that bald guy. I think he was no, so he wasn't a referee. He was the presenter. Like he used to
Okay.
announce people. I think his name was Howard Finkel.
Howard Finkel. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bow tie guy.
Howard Finkel.
Very very nice guy. Very always
Hmm.
smiley, and he used to take beatings and all,
Hmm.
but always used to smile and present like in the best way possible.
I used to like that character Jim
And
Ross, who was an announcer.
yeah.
He was,
He was
he
so
was,
dramatic. One of the best commentators in all of sports,
all of
according
sports.
to me.
He went to AEW now after this. After his
Yeah.
retirement,
No,
he went
he's
to
not
AEW.
retired. He was actually forced out because of some comments that he had made. Like those were racist, I think. So
okay.
yeah.
Now,
But
Jim
then
Ross.
if you
He
ever
was
made-
friends with this guy, na?
yeah, if you
Basically.
ever follow his mouth, it just opens like slightly, but the
He
voice is
had
like
he had an issue, but
Yeah.
he is the one who made Stone Cold. Anytime Stone Cold did something, he should say Stone Cold like 10 times. And this is one of
Yeah.
those videos.
yeah.
Big
He
fan.
got excited. Yeah, so this is why he's a genius, man. He used to be the mouthpiece for those people wrestling, right? Without the commentary, have you ever seen a mute stream of
There was
wrestling?
one time I've seen a main event and somehow they couldn't link those two, and it was like the wrestlers are doing something, and then you hear their feet on the mat, and then the
Yeah.
bouncing of the ring, and then like, what is this? I mean, like, what am I watching? And then you really understand
uh,
that half of it is what you see in the performance, and
Yeah.
half of it is what these guys speak.
Correct.
That makes the whole story, that makes the whole, that
yeah.
enthusiasm, and then the drama, the sound, and the moves. We know all of that only because these guys keep speaking, what they speak. And apna Cole, Kevin Coleman, the
It's like an entire program is getting made. Na? Everything, sound, audience,
mm, mm,
people,
mm.
everything,
Yeah.
I've also heard that, nothing, only the stage ka sound, bouncing sound, nothing else happening. People running dhar 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 dhar.
Yeah.
But seriously, man, like, without that,
Yeah.
it is there?
I don't like Michael
No, no,
Cole
sir.
one bit, man.
I found him
He's
entertaining. He was
he
not the
has like
top guy.
very he uses similar words all the time.
Haha.
Like he's not innovative like
He's not
King
innovative. For a
and
couple of years,
yeah.
they got him to a WrestleMania match also, but that's all he was. He was there for the long run. He was not very creative, but
Yeah,
he
he's
was
not
there.
creative.
Yeah, he was just there.
I think, have you seen CM Punk on commentary? That was
Yeah,
amazing again.
yeah.
Yeah, so this moment was really epic. Like, I don't know about the commentary. And they knew his name already. And the way they sell it is gotta be Kane. Gotta be Kane.
You saw that character, Paul Bearer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another epic
The
character.
kind of, epic character, and the way facial expressions and the ways to, come and talk.
Yeah, so wrestling used to be dark, man. It used to be dark.
The Buried Alive were
Oh,
so dark.
Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Even he had a good run with WWE, like, when he was
Oh, this is when they took
introduced
over.
at
This is
GM.
the
Yeah.
WCW takeover, right?
Yeah.
But that was a good match, huh? WWE versus WCW and ECW.
They could have made it better, to be honest, because they didn't actually make the right matches. They didn't sign Goldberg right away. They didn't sign Sting right away, which should have been the case. They should have just thrown the money and
This is a legendary match.
Yeah. This is a legendary moment when he body slams him, right?
I had once got all the WrestleManias that there ever were. WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 23 or 25. And I
Okay.
sat on a weekend and I watched all
of them.
the matches.
Wow, that's commendable.
That was something. That was another experience because you go through this era, like that was like the WrestleMania 1, and you go through these eras of these macho mans and whatnot, different characters of what's his name? The guy who used to shake the ring, Ultimate Warrior. And then slowly the era changes and the characters changes, the quality of the camera, the quality of the matches, the stadium, and where all it has happening. You see that going year after year. Amazing experience, the best of best WrestleMania movements and whatnot. So then that itself, you feel like, wow, you have been through a journey. You have been through, because WrestleMania was, if you have seen the TV shows or American movies, they mention WrestleMania and they got tickets for WrestleMania. That's it. They're done. They are super happy. They don't want anything else. That's how well the product was sold by Vince McMahon. That's what the people used to be like crazy for. Right now, a WrestleMania, you cannot make the difference between a Raw and a WrestleMania. They both look very, very same.
Yeah. And one more thing, like, the longevity of this, WWE in itself, like, since you were talking about transitions, and the quality of the video that they used to produce during the 80s, like, that is amazing for a show of that kind. And to do that week in, week out for so many years without like fail. And they were one of those companies who really weren't impacted by COVID as well, because of, they found ways to innovate and bring in crowd through screens and all
COVID
those
type screens were so weird.
Yeah,
There are fans that they're like howling and screaming, and then it's a empty, fanless stadium with screens, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Then you know what really? That's a third dimension.
Yeah.
One is the wrestlers, one is that's these guys, and then these guys holding the posters and doing all of that, which is super memorable. That guy reacting to Undertaker, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels are not
Yeah,
able
yeah, yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
kick off, and that
Yeah.
that Afro guy, he is reacting
yeah.
to the big eyes. That is legendary.
Yeah.
On its own, fan
That
reactions.
became a meme.
Yeah,
That became a meme for.
correct.
I think it's going to be his biggest moment in his life.
Yeah, correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, na, in Royal number, there is one number which is unlucky number. When there are 30 people coming,
yeah,
na,
yeah.
Number
number
29.
14. No,
Okay.
14.
Nobody's won from
27,
14, right?
28, 29, and 30 are the luckiest number.
Of course, you
Okay.
come last, right?
Ha,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
You
come
have
last.
the
Number
most
14
energy.
is the most luckiest number.
But that is scripted, right? They make it so, they give it to somebody who's not supposed to win. So we know for sure that number 14, whoever comes it at number 14 is not going to win.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah. So this one was when he was injured and everything, and he still competed in like 2 or
this
3
was
matches.
that
And, yeah,
crazy-
He had,
Craziness.
he
We
had
were
3
talking about
matches.
this in the
Oh,
previous
this,
stream,
this.
right?
I think this was a time when people got mad. See that what happened.
Yeah. So WWE are doing their own top 10, and WatchMojo are also doing their top 10. Wow. Okay. I'm sure WWE also might have like a top 10 of their, favorite moves, finishing moves,
Yes.
I think.
If
There
in-ring
is this-
wrestling is the music we listen
The whole this is bell to bell, if you have seen.
Yeah. I've seen that. I actually look at these 2-3 pages. One is like what culture wrestling, and one is I think earlier I used to go through this website called Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
That used to have like the end-to-end action. I've not seen their YouTube page, but their website used to be really cool. And that was, I think, the only sports website which was open in my office at that time. So I didn't really have an option but to go through like their analysis of whatever matches had happened the last day, and they used to give ratings out of 10. So that was brilliant, I think.
This Nexus Club. You saw that Nexus Club, na?
Yeah.
CM Punk was a founder of the Nexus Club.
He wasn't actually a founder. Like he became a leader in that.
He became a leader.
Wade Barrett was founder.
Acha, last episode Wade Barrett came back in Raw. Huh? He's now now an announcer now.
Yeah. So he's good, but he's with the Triple H, right? So,
Yes.
And then Bray Wyatt also came back.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
They
came
thought
back.
they kicked him out, but he's
No,
also
he
back.
actually took a break actually.
No. He had some issues. Like he wasn't given like justice for his hard work and his character work. Like he used to lose matches for some reason, which should not happen with like such a big guy, right? So yeah.
Okay, interesting.